being on your side. Seriously. And together, we're Mississippi Strong.
Weekdays, stream First Alert Weather Plus.
Good morning, everyone. Thank you so much for joining us.
WLBT's First Alert Weather Team is keeping you up to date with the latest information. From your morning commute to your afternoon drive, we're on your side, streaming on your favorite devices. WLBT First Alert Weather Plus.
Alrighty, good morning, everyone. Thank you so much for joining me here on WLBT Plus First Alert Weather Edition. I'm meteorologist Chase Frank. So let's dive into all the details of what you need to know about today. I do have a question first for all the people watching on Facebook. I asked this earlier, and I want to ask this to y'all now that are watching. Our record high for the day today is 90 degrees, set back in 1918, and we're forecasting 90 degrees. So my question is to you. Do you think that we break a new record today? Do you think we hit 90? Do you think we tie it? Do you think we hit 91 and break it? I just wanted to ask you that before we get going, but let's dive into all the details of what you need to know. So here in our first alert forecast, it's busy. Off to the north, I was on social media last night expressing the concern of the massive outbreak that we saw with the very violent tornadoes off into much of Missouri, Arkansas, really Tennessee, as well as northern Mississippi. But for us here, we're just quiet, warm and muggy for the day today. Really hot and muggy for much of your day today. Saturday, we are expecting those storms to move into our forecasts. Strong to severe storms expected for Saturday. And then next week, a big cool off is expected across our area. So here's a look at current temperatures. Man, it's warm and it feels even warmer. A lot of us have our feel like temperatures well into the 80s right now. So it is warm. It's toasty. Be mindful of that if you do have to go on out for any plans for your day today. Right now, our First Alert Skycan network is showing you some mostly cloudy conditions, which honestly is going to stop our temperature from warming up all that much. But to be honest, I think that we could see a couple isolated showers popping up here in the next little bit, and really in the next hour or so. Later on this afternoon, we'll talk about some chances for a pop-up storm. To be honest with you, most of us won't see any rainfall like we're expecting. Off to the north, look at that storm stretch all the way from West Texas all the way to the northeast with this main line of storms. Thankfully, that boundary is stalled off to the north, so it is bringing a lot of very heavy and very strong storms well off to the north of us. But for us here, we are just fairly quiet. So let's talk about when these storms will move into the forecast. So this afternoon and into the evening, we're looking at, again, very clear and quiet conditions. Isolated little teeny tiny pop-up storms expected for your Thursday and Friday. If you have any friends or family off to the north, they're going to be expecting more widespread storms all the way through Thursday and Friday. But for us here in central Mississippi, I want you to be mindful. This is a look at Saturday morning. You see the storms off to the northwest. It clears out a little bit. We could see some isolated cells around that early morning or early afternoon, late morning time frame. So anywhere from 10 to noon. But most of us should be good to go for outdoor plans in the morning. It's the afternoon and evening I'm more concerned about, as we will be talking about storms making its way through the lower delta anywhere after 3 p.m., going forward from 3 to about 7. And then we see the main line of storms stretch into our forecast anywhere from 5 o'clock all the way through 10 to 11. So this is looking like it could stall into central Mississippi. So I want you to be aware of that. Again, the likelihood of that is there. I'm not sold on it. I'm thinking that it'll probably just swing on through. However, knowing this boundary, it could easily drive up from the south to north, and it's all going to depend on how fast that front is able to move through and if it actually pushes through quickly rather than sitting very slow. If it does sit slow, we could easily see flash flooding become a bit of a concern as well. But here's a look at the severe weather risk for the day today. Again, for your day today, if you live to the north of I-20, you are more than likely in that marginal risk. Same thing for the day on Friday. It's more so in the lower delta for both days. And that's a marginal risk. That's if the storms do fire up, we could see 1 or 2 strong ones, but the likelihood of that is low. But here's a look at Saturday, we do have that level 3 out of 5 enhanced risk for areas west of I-55. Severe storms are going to be likely in that area, with our main threats being damaging winds and tornadoes possible. But the big thing is not necessarily these storms, it's the temperature change in my mind. Look at that. We go from the upper 80s, low 90s today with isolated rain chances for the rest of the day today and tomorrow. But the 90s all the way down to the 60s, a 30-degree drop from the day today into the day on Sunday. So a big change there. And again, I want to make sure that you're safe and aware of the storm system moving into our forecast this Saturday. So again, we got big changes on the way, people. So buckle up and enjoy this Mississippi spring, because we got a little bit of something for everyone. We got strong storms, we got a big cool off, and we got summer heat. So I really hope that y'all stay safe. I hope your friends and family are safe. If you do have any friends or family up in the areas that were impacted by that severe weather last night, again, we want to keep those communities in our thoughts and prayers, because it was devastating across much of the Arkansas, Missouri, Tennessee, and northern Mississippi area. So again, that's all I got for you right now. We'll have multiple updates throughout the rest of the day for you in your first alert forecast on air and online. And if you have any questions, do not be afraid to ask me at any time. I will gladly answer them as the day goes on. I try my best to have my alerts turned on so that I'm able to get to them as fast as I possibly can. But that's all I got for you now. Have a great rest of your day today. Stay safe, and try your best, if you want to, go swimming, because it is going to be so hot into the day today. That's all I got for you. Have a great rest of your day today, and I'll talk to you again tomorrow.